Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Joan Vassos, the Golden Bachelorette star, admits that dating at her age presents a lot of difficulties. She knows some concessions must be made, even though she won't give up her family. She does, however, disclosed that there was more to Golden Bachelor Gerry Turner and Teresa Nist's divorce than simply location when talking about those negotiations. Teresa Nist and Gerry Turner were not supposed to be. Even though Joan Vassos, the Golden Bachelorette, has made it apparent that she has no interest in relocating away from her family, she is still willing to date someone who lives far away. Joan surely gained knowledge from the experiences of Gerry Turner and Teresa Nist. They noted that geography became a problem because they both had established, close-knit families. Unfortunately, the couple's quick marriage ended in divorce after just 3 months. However, Joan is taking that into account as she sets out on her quest to find love once more. Joan Vassos is aware that she will have to make concessions. In an interview with Glamour, Joan Vassos discussed the topic of distance following her one-on-one meeting with Chalk Chapel. Given that Joan resides in Maryland and Chalk in Kansas, location will play a significant role in their relationship if it continues to blossom. When the topic was brought up, Joan said she had given the difficulty of raising a family while living in different places some thought. You can't ask someone to give up something that vital, she argues. You will have to make additional concessions, like putting in more effort on your parts to see one other and perhaps finding a different place where everyone can get together occasionally. She has previously discussed meeting in the middle, deciding which of each other's family's gatherings to attend, but finding comfort in the knowledge that they will spend time apart. Joan acknowledges that dating at her age is challenging. Joan Vassos discloses Gerry's divorce wasn't just about location. They made jokes about becoming sponsored by an airline to make cross-country travel easier throughout the interview. It certainly seems like the ideal fit for Bachelor Nation to collaborate with an airline and highlight how simple it is to find love outside of your native country. The interviewer also discusses how Gerry Turner and Teresa Nist, who reside in Indiana and New Jersey, fell victim to their respective regions. Joan Vassos calls them out with a laugh. She responds, "Come on, I know. What makes a difference? Board Southwest Airlines now." But there were bigger problems there, she admits though. Joan suggests that Gerry and Teresa had more unsolvable problems than only the mentioned location issue. She didn't drop all the beans, but she provided enough details for Golden Bachelor viewers to piece together the facts and realize that their divorce was more complicated than they had stated. Joan surely knows that spending time with a new man will mean making concessions in their relationship. What are your thoughts regarding Joan Vassos disclosing that Teresa Nist and Gerry Turner are not just a distance apart? How is this season of the Golden Bachelorette going for you? Please leave a remark below. Gerry, 72, proposed to Teresa, 70, at the season finale of The Golden Bachelor. The two were married in a televised ceremony in January. After the breakup, he told TMZ that he wasn't quite ready to start dating again. However, things changed when he appeared on The Golden Bachelorette and met the current Bachelorette, Joan Vassos. He chose Teresa over Joan when he was a contestant on The Golden Bachelor since Joan had to leave the show in week 3 because of a family emergency. And in shocking scenes, he came back to speak with Joan after getting divorced. Fans, however, were unimpressed with both his return and his tan. Host Jesse Palmer announced that someone had come to see Joan when Gerry, dressed in a suit, was spotted getting out of a limousine to surprise her. "Can we get Gerry a sunscreen brand campaign?" someone wrote. "Did Gerry spend too much time on the tanning bed?" asked the second person. Hashtag the Bachelorette with age. "Go away, Gerry. Nobody cares about your advice or fake gross tan. Hashtag Golden Bachelorette," exclaimed a third. Joan, however, was obviously unconcerned and gave Gerry a brief hug as soon as she spotted him, stating, "Now I'm a little more scared. Take a breath and be yourself," he answered. "Have you given any thought to the notion that your partner isn't present? I mean, there is that possibility because merging lives is hard, and it's about how to honor each other's lives and not ask somebody to give up too much of what's important to them, Joan said. She also had a few deep ties. You know I'm rooting for you here, and I will always feel a little bit of a special connection, Gerry continued. According to a body language specialist, it happened after Gerry and Teresa's participation on Celebrity Family Feud revealed the real reason for their unhappy marriage. She said she was terrified. Teresa's actions on the game show gave the impression that the relationship was doomed from the beginning, and the native of New Jersey was turning to her showboating husband for approval. Before their breakup in April, they shot the show and competed against Tommy, Jenny, Jenn, Angie, and Jenn's children. The Golden Bachelor gang and the Joey Graziadei and Kelsey Anderson-led Bachelor squad squared off. Even though the pair gave up after getting married on the Golden Bachelor in January, they made the most of their romance in the public eye during their time on the game show. Teresa's motions were different from Gerry's and suggested that their marriage was already in trouble, according to body language expert Judy James. Teresa appeared hesitant and vulnerable throughout, she said to the U.S. Sun. She made it clear through her signals that she yearned for her happy ending to be her marriage to Gerry. The most heartbreaking nonverbal cue was when she used her wedding band to soothe herself. Teresa hoped Gerry would be the one, but Gerry's actions revealed that he saw the union as a rung on a ladder to stardom. Teresa displayed no comparable indications of an inflated ego or a desire for fame. This indicates a serious problem in their marriage, and is what led to their divorce a few months later. This couple was facing a catastrophe already. Joan Vassos, the Golden Bachelorette star, is dating for the first time since her spouse passed away. Does she find it awkward to kiss her suitors? Discover why Joan's makeout sessions are making fans cringe, and what she has to say about kissing on the program by reading on. Star of Golden Bachelorette lied to family about making out on the show. During Gerry Turner's season of The Golden Bachelor, Joan Vassos did not last long. However, she was aware that kissing was a typical occurrence because of her experience on the show and from watching his season. She recently admitted to Us Weekly that she lied to her family about how many men she had kissed while appearing on national television. I lacked strict guidelines. I'm sure that my kids would have preferred me to claim that I did. Even though I told them I wouldn't kiss anyone on the first night, I believe you should kiss everyone. I apologize. I realize it's embarrassing to perform on television at the age of 61, but it must happen. Why some believe Joan Vassos is uncomfortable with men kissing. Throughout the first several episodes of the show, Joan Vassos has kissed a number of men. However, a fan of Bachelor Nation turned to Reddit to talk about how uneasy the Golden Bachelorette star appeared to be during the private moments. They stated, "I've noticed that Joan sometimes seems uneasy when a lot of the males want to kiss her. Even while she was having a fantastic time on her date with Pascal, I observed that she kind of twisted her head to avoid kissing him." Joan talks about how difficult it is to move on from her deceased husband, probably hasn't shared many kisses since his death, and now has to share kisses left and right to not look rude, the fan continued. It physically makes me uncomfortable. Joan doesn't seem to be into kissing some of the men, according to other watchers. She might simply feel uneasy about public smooching, because her children and grandchildren will be witnessing. She probably doesn't feel comfortable with it. Changing from kissing one man your entire life to kissing several people in the course of a single day or so. It was impossible for me too. You're right. She appeared to be in a lot of discomfort. Although I was concerned that I might have misinterpreted her body language, it appears that everyone else is also in accord. No thank you. I'm almost her age. I want to stop kissing men all over the place like I did when I was 20. It's uncomfortable. The series need to have been more closely tailored to the golden period. She desired for the men to initiate contact. Before her season premiered, Joan Vassos disclosed in another interview with TV Insider that she let the males initiate contact. I was going to let the guy make it. Definitely, she clarified. I had to get over the fact that I felt uncomfortable with public demonstrations of affection. However, you must determine whether a spark exists. Do you believe Joan Vassos feels awkward kissing her suitors from Golden Bachelorette? Post your thoughts in the comments section.